Just going over what came to mind. Spiritual metaphor. So, just like when I got the news from Mede that she dumped me, within 10 minutes I was in the toilet. I'm not saying this has been 10 minutes, but maybe it's a metaphor for what I was just saying in the other recording. Because I'm holding on right now, but once I'm done this, I'm going to go to the toilet. So, not to mention that the most kind, most loving person got nailed to the cross, right? The most kind, most loving person that was sinless, faultless, had to die for the sinful people, right? And they were like, yeah, give us this murderer, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas. A lot of times, if Jesus was to show up exactly how he was back in those times, like maybe he may not have the same physical appearance, he might do, he might not, doesn't really matter, because deities are spirit. Anyways, if he was to show up, just like many preachers have said, he wouldn't be accepted by the church because, according to the Bible, he wasn't wealthy, but then he wasn't against wealthy people. But then he had a wealthy lineage, so maybe it was by choice. Anyways, because he didn't adhere to the status quo, because he was here to bring in the new covenant, he was disowned, right? Disowned, not wanted. We want Barabbas. Give us Barabbas. Right? So the thing is I have had my near-death experiences, meaning I've been had out-of-body experiences, not because of anything I've done or anything, just out-of-body experiences, and they were all pleasant. So I don't fear death. So if that's how the world's going to treat me for being like that, then it's like, well, I'm not going to be an asshole, but I'll just treat people how they treat me. And so if people want to ridicule me for that thing, it just reveals who they are. That they're the problem, right? So now, at least half of my needs are being met, because when it comes to money and that, I'm satisfied with the amount I'm making, but I just want more so that I can still go to these events, I can still pay the bills, I can still have, at least 5-7 sets of everything when it comes to clothes for going out, and then 5 sets for casual of everything for at home, just to relax. And I can do all that and stay debt free, or get out of debt, once I own a home and stuff, if I'm in debt, as well as give my children a good life. That's why we need more money, because if I was to have children, I'd be struggling. So I know I'm not struggling. If I'm able to save $300 a week and have my cupboards full and gas tank full, obviously my cupboards aren't full by the end of the week. It's full at the start and it starts emptying. It gets to the end of the week, it's like you might have 2 or 3 meals on that day and then go to grocery store. Well, if I can do all of that, I'm fine. The only other needs that aren't being met is obviously the sexual ones, and friends seem to be coming and going because I'm always pushing to better myself. But I'm doing it this way, the recordings this way, so that, because also consistency. People used to call me consistently inconsistent, but you guys can see the consistency that I'm doing, right? And then when I get to earning 6 figures, there's no coming back. Like, ever. I'm going to always make sure that I'm doing my best, not doing my best, okay, but just like always just make sure we're earning at least double the amount as your average person, because it wasn't the way up here ones, although they probably looked down upon me, but the ones that weren't overt, the ones who were overtly coming at me when I was unemployed and all this type of thing was, or even when I was employed at minimum pay rate jobs, was always average people. And so I push myself to the limit, because the thing is because I'm different, because of my wiring of the brain and perception of the world. It doesn't matter how much you know, if all these people are against you and don't like you. You can be as smart or gifted as you like. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get picked. But I'm living testament to overcome all that, as well as to be consistently consistent and maintain it forever.